I said, am I getting Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in again. We are here for your daily dose of the Circle of Sister Table Talk podcast. We are here and we remember. I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim, your holistic self care practitioner and soul guide, here with my beautiful sister,
Lady Unk, your soul sage and spiritual practitioner. We are here not only to fix crowns and straighten them in the process, but to give you some practical spirituality tips and to tap in with what the celestial and universal energies have to offer us this evening. How are y'all doing, sis? How you doing? We've been having class after class, and you've been giving that sacred medicine all day
it has
long.
been a day of truly tapping into this universal healing energy. I see that we got some people in the room. Please, please, please speak out in the chat. Let us know who you are and where you're at as we tap into all things of today. How about that? Where should we start and what should we say? Okay, let's go.
Well, you know what? I say let's start with the cards. Let's see what the cards have to say today. Today, y'all, we've been in this segment energy all week. As you all know, we are sacred women practitioners. We have been holding down our sacred women sisterhood for a number of years together as Asneva Head and really feeding back into our community. And this week is Sacred Healing. If you all have y'all sacred woman books, go grab them, look, and freshen them, dust them off, because this week we are in Sekhmet, which is Sacred Healing. And today I actually have my deck, my Sekhmet Oracle cards. These are from they're by Raseki Arts Temple in Atlanta, Georgia, and I think they got a retreat coming up, so tap in with them if you can. But I got this deck that I'll be using today. And sis, what deck is calling you over there? What deck you got over there?
I guess we going into two of them because I was like two these ones and they was like these ones. So we got the Chakra Oracle deck aligning our chakras, as y'all know, the wheel within the wheel, and the secrets of the ancestors. Let's see what they got to say. Welcome in, sis. I see you in the space. Welcome in, bucket list baddie, my travel sister. From
Yes.
Girl Let's Go, because we going places, y'all. We going places. If you haven't already, please tap into the Destin Departure Lounge, Girl Let's Go, on Facebook and all your other platforms, or visit us at Good Vibes Lounge. Oh, at girlletsgo.com. All right.
Okay.
For all your travel needs. So
You got a
welcome.
Girl Let's Go trip coming up next year. It's for the goddesses in June, started the summer, just before summer kickoff, right?
Yes, the Goddess Glow Up Retreat. This is going to be amazing. We will be going to Bali, where we can get some good medicine for our mind, body, and soul. So, yes, thank you for tapping in, sis. Thank you for showing up and showing out as we are truly figuring this out. We figuring it out as we go.
Ashe. The spirit of Sekhmet, as it's taught It's really about protection and nurturing, and I think that that's really where our spiritual practice start with protecting and honoring our mind, body, and spirit, and nurturing those wounded parts of us that may need a little bit more attention as they come up. It allows us to live fully and complete lives, mind, body, and spirit. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you got to dig real deep. And when you ain't digging deep enough, segment like that ancestor that pour the water on you when you ain't getting out of bed, right? But she used a different type of element. She gonna get you started. She gonna get you cleansed, and she might have to light a fire under your ass.
Look, okay, right where you are. Let me tap in first as you prepared the way, okay? Because who comes out first? The conjure. This is the manifestation. This is the woman who is creating things as the Shama, as the Sangoma, as the voodoo woman who is working with the elements of air, fire. Look at it. Air, fire, water, and earth, as my sister was saying, so that we can truly begin to see ourselves from the truth and receive all that is available. This is the star card. Okay. Those are the ancestors that showed up, that, and it says spiritual rebirth. And you can't make this up because I drawn all the cards one by one while you was talking. And the spiritual healing, spiritual awakening shows up. Divine wisdom shows up, and determination. Everything that you were saying. So yeah.
Absolutely.
They showing up today, and they want to give us a message of healing, of medicine, of vibrational shifting, and being determined for your spiritual awakening, because it is up to you. You are the medicine you seek. So, do you want me to tap into the books and see?
Yeah, to give them the sacred medicine. I love when books come with medicine, because for those of us, I'm beginner friendly. I like those women who are new to their journey. And so decks like these, the ones that we primarily use, offer you a little bit of medicine as well to help you along on your journey. So share the medicine, sis. Share the medicine.
So we will start out with the Conjure Woman, okay? The Conjure Woman. What does that feel like when y'all hear that? Talk to us in the chat. Talk to us in the chat.
When I think of the Conjure Woman, I immediately think of what was her name in Sinners, when he walked into the house and she like, oh, we need to freshen up your mojo bag.
Yes.
When I think of Conjure Woman, I'm thinking of that root worker, that one that's out in the bush, that's grabbing what she need, or she got it in her garden. She's working with the elements of her surroundings. Yeah, she's working with them no matter what it is, if it's crystals or if it's dirt and rocks, she working with it.
Look, and that is the thing. We have everything that we need for manifestation. That is the card, manifestation. So it is number 1 in the book, and it says it is corresponding with the Magician, and it says, I am a magnet for manifesting mysterious miracles. I am a magnet for manifesting mysterious miracles. And the ancestral medicine for this says, when you decide to manifest your desires and dreams, you heal the unfulfilled dreams of your ancestors that came before you. Let not their sacrifice be in vain. Decide what you want and assume you already have it, my child.
Sure.
Look, this is where your wishes and dreams come true. Have you wished upon a star and realized it was you?
Come on now.
Look,
okay.
I hear that song. When you're wishing on a star, you'll remember who you are. Something like that, I don't even know. But yes, this is the star energy. And it says, I am unapologetically me.
Sure.
This is the medicine, y'all. Understanding who you are, what you are, and where you are.
The medicine is authenticity. I remember earlier when we were preparing, you were like, oh, love is in the, this love frequency. And really, love is the medicine of all medicines, because when you love yourself enough to live authentic to your spirit, authentic to your heart, it eases the stress, the worry, the tension. And those are the things that really bottle you up in your body and manifest into these physical ailments that we experience. Yes, it's exacerbated by diet. It may be exacerbated by living conditions, but ultimately, a lot of the things that physically manifest with us started spiritually. And when I shuffled my deck, nothing was just jumping out. So I said, okay, I feel like this shuffled enough. I'm gonna pull from the top. And I can't even make this up. And I feel like this is directed directly to me because it's the Ankh, right?
Come through. Let's hear what he's saying to you.
And what it said to me was like, trust yourself. And that's what we've been really talking about all day. Trusting yourself, leaning into your intuition, trusting that you know that things are pulling on your life force energy and you just can't take it no more. Allow yourself to let it go. The rising call that I was on the other day, they were talking about, we commonly use that word release. And when we think about the etymology of the word, okay, I'm releasing. Well, what does it mean to lease? To lease is to take ownership with an implied debt, right? You taking ownership with an implied debt. And then when you release something, you're taking on that ownership, that debt. You're releasing that. So it's not really letting it go. It's basically putting it in a spot where you can continue to have to keep paying that debt. Basically, you're releasing it, right?
So that is kind of in the same mind of losing something, especially when we talk about losing weight. What you losing it so you can go find it? Ooh.
That part.
Release. I'm not signing that lease again.
So they were saying that we're not signing that lease again. So let's start let it go. I let it go. We've had such a hard time saying the word let it go. We've adapted. Okay, we're going to release it. But to release it is not allowing us to be free from it once and for all. And so when I think about the Ankh, this is the life, the symbol of life, the symbol of, for me, eternal life, because it represents the man and female genitalia coming together, uniting. And so we all know when that unite, it creates further life, right? That's when the one plus one equals 3, as Terrence Howard, you mentioned earlier, was talking about. That's where that 1 plus 1 equals 3, because when the one whole me comes together with the one whole him, we make a one whole 3, a third person, right? And so that's what's coming through when I just off the top of the dome, thinking about Ankh and thinking about the symbol of life and thinking about changing our perception. What we think about life, is it really based on our own true, honest, authentic spirit, or is it based on things that we've been conditioned by family, society, surroundings? Really investigating that. But that's, so that we can live full, complete lives, because this is about an experience that we're having. This is an experience that we're having, and we want to enjoy it. So yeah, that's what came through for me directly. And then the book mentions about what type of tool it is, but it says when this comes up, your assignment is to give an Ankh get an Ankh to hang in your home or wear one daily. Draw an Ankh and meditate on it, or chant on the Ankh 3 times a day to feel your vibration rise. So I do have an Ankh that I have not been wearing, so I'm going to wear my Ankh daily because that's basically a part of it. But you can use the symbol and meditate on it. You can chant Ankh. It is healing, vibrational, as well as looking at it through your sight and all of that. So
Well, I am going to join you in that because I have me my little little medallion that has a carnelian stone in the middle, and I usually wear it during ceremony. So I will be pulling her out in this next phase that we're moving into, talking about the cosmic moon in light of this spiritual rebirth. Like you
Yes.
said, that mother, father, me energy, the unk in me, my wholeness, my wellness, and me rebirthing my soul in this new vibration. And
Ashe.
this says, I am unapologetically me. The star, wait, all things are possible. My child, you are in flow. You have been chosen to dream bigger and expand your bloodline. Be generous and loving and share your wealth. So, this is where the new birth is beginning to help us move into our success, move into what we're manifesting, move into what we're birthing. But we must be determined, right? And sometimes that means you got to swim upstream when everything is forcing you downstream.
Mm.
What? Determination. And this is one of the chakra energies. So you might be finding yourself down here in the I am stuck, I am stagnant, but it's time to move upstream to the waters, to the collective consciousness of your true I am, knowing that your success, your manifestation, your rebirth, all of it is available, but you must be determined. So we'll see what this says in the book for determination number 16. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. I hope y'all tapping in. It says, okay, let me put it up. I am an unstoppable being of love and determination. I am an unstoppable being of love and determination. How unstoppable are you? Do you truly believe in what it is you are trying to achieve?
Ashe. Come on. Look, wait.
What?
Look, you got the bell.
Look, do you truly believe in what you are striving
Mm.
to achieve? This is where the divine wisdom comes in, y'all.
Ashe.
Divine wisdom. You are the book. Like I've been closing out my podcast. You are the message. You are the voice. You are the power. You are the dream come true. So whatever happens next is truly up to you. Okay. So we're going to tap into this number 36 and see what it has to say. Woo, divine wisdom. What would you take away from divine wisdom, sis? What's coming through for you?
It's really sitting with your ancestors. You know, we passed Juneteenth, and I know usually that's a time, especially now that it's being publicly recognized. Um, I know we passed that time, and some people tap in during that time and they, you know, say something about the ancestors, light a candle, go to a parade or an event in honor of Juneteenth. But really, sitting with the wisdom of your ancestors is really just about recalling those conversations that you had, speaking about it with your family, talking to the elders in your family about things, you know, calling them up and just shooting a breeze with them. You know, recently I reached out to my aunts a little more than I normally do because I'm getting back in the habit of reaching out to my family, interacting with my family. You know, on our healing journey, sometimes we be thinking we too holy for our families. And so now I'm in that stage of reaching back out. And I realized, like, those are the conversations I want to be having right now with my elders. You know, it's great when you have elders in your family. Some families don't even have a lot of elders that are still remaining. And so having that conversation to get that wisdom, you know, yes, they don't know how to work their phone, so it might irritate you when you over there, they're going to ask you how to find something 10 times. Yes, you know, they might say things that may trigger you still because they really haven't gotten the emotional intelligence to know how to say things or what not to say. Got all of that, but there's so much wisdom that is being left behind because of bruised and hurt egos in the families.
That is
And
true.
sitting at the feet of your elders is the only way you understand certain things and dynamics. One of my little cousins came over and we had a conversation for a while. And in that conversation, being able to express some of the things that the family has battled with over the year, they were like, oh, this gives me way more clarity. Now I understand this. Oh, I wish someone would have told me that because maybe I would have made a different decision,
That's
So,
good.
just when I think of wisdom, I think of elders and ancestors really sitting and connecting with those who are available and reaching out.
And who want to listen, because there is, like that other card said, I don't know if it was this reading, that reading, with reading, but that there is healing being done in our bloodline. The moment that we begin to do the work unapologetically and utilizing the wisdom not only of the ancestors that are present with us, but those that are on the other side who are helping us navigate and really come into this new knowing. So the divine wisdom card here says, I am aligned with the divine wisdom of the universe, and it flows through me in abundance. And that's where you saying, we have it in us, but so does every being, and especially our ancestors, our elders who are presently navigating both sides right now. You know what I'm saying? The technology and the way of life right now is so different than when they were our age or even when they were children, and they have seen and witnessed and experienced a lot of this evolution. And even before they transition or go to the other side, they have so much that they can help us connect the dots. Good stuff. Welcome in, Mama Moots. Welcome to the circle of Sister Table Talks. We see you and we welcome you as you are one of our elders. Our sister elders that we done manifested into this place.
Yes. and that too, being wise enough to understand that, if those people aren't available in your family, your bloodline, reaching out to those women in the community that do provide that, and understanding that is a part of your family, your spiritual family. And just like we have our physical family, our blood lineage, we have our spiritual family. And Queen Esther was reminding me just how important that is as well, because those are the ones who committed to walking it out with you, when they didn't have to.
And these are the ones who are actively showing us that the evolution does continue. So even those ones who may not understand, there are so many more who do, because we are all in this spiritual awakening. If you loving on you, and if you are really identifying yourself as the medicine and knowing what type of medicine you need, right? So I'll read from the book. Or you got one?
I do. Now, for those of you, this deck has various aspects. It has images. This is actually a hieroglyphic, and this is Isafet. Isafet is known as disorder, chaos, darkness, evil, sin, and confusion. This is the opposite of Mayat. Mayat considered Isafet conquered Isafet through force. Possibly your actions, environments, or relationships are at an opposing force of Mayat. When there is Isafet present in your life, we have to clear the confusion to restore the order. Isafet can come in many forms. It can come in the form of a person. It could be negativity in an environment. Demons that we must face and learn to overcome. So when you said that, I really want to read this because sometimes the only demons present are the one in our mind. sometimes the only demons present. I let you say gong. Sometimes the only demons present is the ones in your mind. And I had an incident a few days ago, and I had to tell myself that, like, sometimes the only demon present is the one in your mind. Like, your mind and went on a whole nother tangent, reel her in, bring her back together. And sometimes it can be a person or an environment. And I wanted to shout that out, because sometimes people listen to the readings, they like, oh, you just making it seem like it's love and light. No, we're gonna come in and tell you the real. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's your environment. Sometimes it's the person that is. Listen,
it's you, boo.
That's what we said.
Look, we just had this conversation, sis, on my way. Remember, I was like talking about how, you know, everybody is looking to give their power to someone else. When in fact, the moment you begin to embrace your power and know who you are, you can face them demons and know that you get to choose. You get to do it differently. You get to use this divine wisdom. And you truly do understand that chaos and destruction only brings you clarity if you so choose. You can stay in the midst of the chaos and destruction and keep repeating that over and over and over, or you can just choose to do different. You can choose to say, hey, this is a surprise. What did it teach me? And move on to the next level of the spiritual awakening, knowing that everything is you, boo. Everything is you. Quit giving your power away. As Mama Moot said, it's almost every time it's you.
Almost every time. I like that.
Almost every time it is you. Okay. So this is number 29 energy. And we gonna just keep it real simple here for y'all, but also sharing dreams, because we know that we are all in this together. And it's not always love and light. But the moment you choose to navigate it right, you begin to see it in a whole nother
in a whole
new way. And this is where the spiritual awakening happens. It says, I embody my ancient wisdom, and I am open to the divine spirit within. And I'm so reminded, as within, so without. Booyah, without a doubt.
Ashe.
They came in and showed out.
That couldn't have wrapped up on a better note, because when we talk about the energy that you're in, if you still uncertain, you still have uncertainty about who you are, right? You're still in that fundamental stage of just really like understanding yourself. You may have looked a little bit into astrology, you know, your astrological sign. Callie, go out of here. You making my thing echo. You may have tapped into your astrology. Maybe you know your life path or your numerology. But I'm going to invite you to really come get into this cosmic knowledge with us. We're doing these AM calls in the sanctuary. If you tap into the sanctuary, I'll have the link for the AM calls in there. They start every rising if you're on the West Coast. The call starts at 6 a.m. On the East Coast, 3 a.m. on the West Coast, but we'll officially start training Monday at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right after they do the daily chanting, we will be giving you the celestial breakdown. For everyone who come in and join us, you'll understand yourself a little better. I think
a lot better, honestly. If you have ears to hear and wisdom to know the difference, which we all have in our own I am, and if this is calling you, you will truly be lifted to a higher vibration in seeing all your wishes and dreams come true. So this is what we're doing, along with the alignment boot camp starting on Sunday, the 5th. This is where you can really begin to activate your light codes, rewrite your stories, come into regulation, out of dysregulation into self-regulation, finding your true identity, and truly learning how to let it go.
Let it go.
So
Let
until next
time. We're going to be like Elsa, honey. We learning to let it go because this upcoming celestial year is going to be jam-packed. It's going to be jam-packed with flow. Honestly, this is where when the river starts to pick up and that current starts to flow and the abundance is flowing in, you either ride the wave or you get drowned. And so for those of you who want to be in flow and want to ride in flow throughout the next 13 moons, I suggest you tap in with us. We really just want y'all to tap into what we got going on in the sanctuary. If you don't already know, the sanctuary is a virtual virtual temple that is available on the school platform. That's SKOOL/the sanctuary. You can follow all of the work that we do is inputted into the sanctuary. So it's one-stop shop where you can find everything that the two of us do, as well as the rest of our community. When I say it's jam-packed with co-working sessions, meditations, we're trying to get more yoga. So if it's some yoginis who want to come in and share yoga with us, we'd love to get more movement, but we definitely have breath work, meditation, classes, boot camps. I mean, there's a host of things that are available to our community in the sanctuary. And we really want to get y'all in there. If there's something that we're missing, let us know. We love studying new things and we love bringing new things into the community. So if there's something you're looking for that we don't got, I'm telling you, we'll make sure we have some time to work that in, because if it's in the seat, it's in the room. So if it's something you need and you're called to our space, then maybe it's something you're supposed to be bringing to it. So come check us out in the sanctuary. Until then, sis, tell us once more about your alignment boot camp, because that starts Sunday, and this is the last chance to get in.
Last chance to get in. We have an amazing alignment boot camp in store. The boot camp is all about you. This is truly where you will be able to create the life that is for you, on purpose, with intention. In support group, you will receive 8 one-on-one coaching sessions with yours truly, who is a holistic self-care practitioner, master life coach, who is certified in this work. And truly, I'm working through it with you. This is not one size fits all, but the work and the tools are available as we each individually work through it. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to learn how to become aware of the old programs, become aware of how we are truly showing up. How do we begin to let go? How do you truly let go of the stories, let go of the cycles? How do you begin to liberate yourself and illuminate the life that you want, so that you can truly begin to grow in the fullness of your abundance while you generate new outcomes aligning to your purpose, and then sustaining that by nurturing it by this one-on-one plan, self-developed blueprint of alignment. So you won't want to miss it. This is something that, like you said, our ancestors didn't have resources. They didn't have access, but this is a free gift that is priceless. This is priceless. It's in alignment with my book, Aligned and Crowned, The Will Within the Wheel. We will be taking parts out of that. So if you feel free to purchase that book on Amazon if you see fit. But otherwise, just show up and see how you can now become equipped to manifest the life of your dreams now. Okay? So until next time, we are your soul sisters.
Speaking out and fixing crowns in the process.
Until next time, remember, you are the message, you are the voice, you are the power, and you are the dream come true. Whatever happens next is up to you. Until next time, peace and love.
Peace.